Good evening, everyone. Come in, join me live here. Let me actually share this over to the Tenacious Queen group because that's actually where I supposed to have been going for live. You like my little mask today? I'm a little kitten. But let me share this here to the Tenacious Queen group. Tonight we're going to talk about 3 elements you need to sell, to close your sales with ease and flow. So come on and join me. Let me know when you join in. I'll introduce myself to those that never met me before and give you a little bit of understanding of why I'm here, what I do as a growth and sales strategist. Just getting this out shared to the group, but just wanted to come in and give some great information about how you can really increase your sales in your business. All right. I don't know if I can keep this on or not, but let me know. I don't know. It's cute, isn't it? It's so pretty. It goes with my lips. This is actually my lipstick here. So this is nice. If someone can share it to the Tenacious Queen group for me. Hey, Felicia, you like my little kitty cat look? Share this, please, to the Tenacious Queen group. Actually, let me go on my computer. I'll do it from there. I'll just do it from the computer. I know. I'm just going to have some fun with this today, Miss Felicia. Hey, Sarah. Welcome in. Everyone likes my little kitten. Little kitty. I'm going on here live because, on my computer so I can actually share this over because I don't know why it's not sharing from my phone when it gave me the option to do that earlier. But I rarely go live on Public World, but I wanted to do that today. I'm just waiting for some of you to come on in. Hey, Crystal, welcome in. I think, Felicia, you did share it. Thank you so much, ma'am. Great, because I know that the queens will really be looking for this more than anyone maybe in this group. But for those that don't know me, I am a growth and sales strategist. And what I do, I actually help you go from underpaid to fully paid by learning the art of authentic selling. And a lot of the things that I help with as far as so many components is finding out your ideal client, making sure that you get the buzz around it, the prep and prime your audience so that they're ready to convert over and closing those sales. Now, I have this week been doing a 3-part series that I started on Tuesday, all about increasing your sales, becoming an authoritative figure in your industry. Today is day 3. So if you did not see the other 2 days, which were phenomenal, make sure you go over to my Tenacious Queen Unite group so that you can get the exposure and the understanding of everything we talked about in these last 48 hours. I know Felicia was there for them. Sarah, you were there for day 1. I'm not sure who else on this line was showing up on those other ones, but it was great. So tonight I have 3 elements, all right? Is the cat thing too distracting though? Tell me, be honest with me. If it's too distracting, I'll turn it off. I just thought it'd be kind of fun, you know? It's the last day of the series here, and it's Friday Eve, the way I call it, and it's time to wind down towards the weekend, and but yeah, let me know. I hope my voice is not affected by it, though. I hope it doesn't sound like a little kitten. Meow, meow, meow. The whole time I'm talking, it's like, oh, crap. I never done one of these little templates. It just popped up. It says, it suggested that I do this one. This client from a warm lead to a hot lead to your client is that you have to ensure that they're qualified. And the way that you can qualify them prior to getting on a discovery call, and of course I'm speaking to my coaches, consultants, experts, those that actually work with people one-on-one, group programs, master classes, masterminds, membership programs, things like that, okay? So I just want to be very clear about who I'm speaking to here on this group because I know I'm out in my bigger world here tonight. But the thing is when you are on a discovery call with this individual, you have to ensure that you've prepped them prior to the call. And I have a few questions that I want you to jot down or remember to actually ask your people prior to meeting with them, so that you can get a better understanding, so you're not wasting no one's time, right? You don't want to waste your time. I mean, time is valuable, right, queens? Your time is valuable, right? And how many of you have ever been on a call, you've done a discovery call before, and the person was so like thrown off by your price point, they act like they really didn't even understand why they were on the call in the first place. They thought that the call was set up as a freebie and not a sales call to convert them or help them keep the momentum in their journey. Show me down there who has had a discovery call like that. Just say me, or I've had a call like that. Share with me below, because you'll get what I'm coming from today. Why number one, first element is uber important, because you leave those calls a little deflated. You either had a great coaching experience, you kind of gave some good tidbits, you felt like a good expert, or you left the call feeling like, dang, I feel kind of used. I feel like they just like took all my knowledge here and just went, thank you, bye-bye, I'll see you another time. and that's a little frustrating, okay? And I've been on that other end of the stick, and what I have developed was some great questions to make sure that I set up the parameters effectively, so that it's making sure that I don't waste my time on these calls, and so that I know that they're my people and that they're meant for my coaching programs. And the questions that you are looking for, try to develop some type of questionnaire prior to the call, so when they click on like Calendly or Acuity or whatever program that they're using, make sure that you already have some pre-discovery call questions in there, and make sure they're around these three things. Mainly, why are they now looking for something, right? Why are they now looking for your coaching? Why are they now needing this? Have they ever invested in coaching? You can even ask in your questions, have you ever invested in coaching? And what was the price range? Like, you can give like little options, multi options, to say, okay, where did you ever invest between 500 and 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 5,000 or more, something like that, just to get a vibe of, have they ever even invested in this need that they're seeking for from you? And then lastly, ask them in that questionnaire somewhere, how committed are they to getting the results? Because at the end of the day, you don't want someone that you have to sell to them and make it, you're more like invested than them. You're in there and you're like, oh my God, I'm in this coaching situation and I want it more than them. They think that I'm gonna come in and just do everything for them and just sit, and they're gonna sit back. No, like, you gotta make sure people are invested enough. So that's what you will be doing for the first element, making sure that they're a qualified buyer. And hey, Larkia, welcome in. Hey, Joy. Who else is in here with me? Geraldine, Tawanda, Courtney. Hey, queens. You all like my little look tonight? I had to do something fun. But anyways, the thing is that when it comes to the coaching calls, just making sure that they are pre-qualified. And Felicia, you said that I have had where they were surprised about the price or felt used, and you did feel used. Okay, so Felicia definitely understands what I'm saying. So with that case then, Felicia, and for anyone else listening, make sure your prices are posted. Some people don't feel comfortable showing their prices on a website, but in my opinion, my methodology of sales is that it's important to actually have that out there, because then we can mitigate that to some degree. Now, everyone doesn't always go to your website before they get on a discovery call with you, but if you have it published, then they'll be able to look at that and get a good grip of how, much you cost, or around about that you cost for the services that you may be offering. And also at the beginning of the call, this is still part of number one. Remember, we're going over 3 things tonight. So you know how I am. I be expanding stuff, so you always get extra juicy information from me. But still, number one of the elements is that I want you to also think about, how are you even getting them on the call? What are you saying to get them on the call? Because it could be something tied to that as well. You could be potentially saying, hey, come and join me for a free call and I'll help you figure out your life, or figure out how to get your relationship, figure out how to help you lose weight, figure out how to help you make money, whatever you do in your transformational experience coach, expert, consultant, okay? The thing is that when you make sure you're conveying the information from the front end better, then it's not lost in translation when they get on the call. Because on that post, you can say, the ways you need, that basically you should format it in a way that's saying, hey, get on a call with me because I want to help see where you're at in your journey and how myself and my brand can take you to the next journey with my program and services for a free call. And so you can kind of position it's a free call, but we are going to talk about my services somewhere. Then when you get them on the call, okay, you also say right at the beginning, hey, you know, so-and-so, Geraldine, I'm just saying, I see Geraldine's name there. Hey, Geraldine, so great to be speaking with you today. I want to talk to you today about getting more of an understanding of who you are, what you need. And then we'll finish off the call by discussing my programs and services to see which one is the best fit for you to solve your problem as fast as possible. Now this person's on the call. They're not going to be super shocked when you pitch them at the end, okay? No one likes to be pitched underneath, okay? No one likes that. So just bring it out. Bring the white elephant out the room, right? Bring it up. And then that will help there too. So that's all part of number one. Number one is really just making sure you have a qualified buyer, thinking about in terms of how did you even get them on the call in the first place. Then when you get them on the call, make sure you let them know that I'm going to probably be selling to you. So then there's no miscommunication on that either, okay? Now, number two, so we're going over 3 elements to make sure that you close your sales, okay? Number 2 is giving people multiple options. So let me look at Courtney's post. She said, should prices be posted in a private Facebook group page? Also, should payment plans also be available or posted? That's up to you and your brand, Courtney. The thing is that you can post it in a Facebook group page, but it'll be kind of, I don't know. It depends on if you want to put that under your description. You can actually fill out your description of the group page that you have your private tribe at. You can give list of options of things that's available, and then you can put a price point there, and you can say payment plans are available if needed. You can do that. That's, you know, if you don't have a website, if you don't have a sales page just yet or something along those lines. But yeah, it will be very good if you can try your best to have something published. It helps. If you don't have it published, just know that you may get in some conversations on this call that's going to make a person go, huh, how much again? and you want to mitigate that as much as you can. So hopefully that answers your question, Courtney. Hey, Donica, welcome in. I see that you joined us here. But number 2 is about multiple options. So this is another element that you need to ensure that you close sales. Because every time you get on a call, you want to ensure that you're closing at least 70 to 80% of the people on that line. You don't want to waste their time, your time. You know you have a solution to their problem. You are very clear about that at that point. It's all about making sure that they see how clear it is and seeing what their finances can afford for it with, you know, in your brand at that time. If you have multiple options, meaning if you have tiers, and I like to do things in 3s. So if you had 3 tiers, but you don't have to have 3 tiers, you can have 2 tiers, okay? But I definitely recommend having at least 3 tiers, two at the minimum, most 2 at least, okay? Let's just say 2 at least. 3 is kind of cool because you can put somebody in the middle and the high end, low end. But having the tiers of programs and services that you can offer just in case. But you always start with the highest one first, queens. Okay, when you start with the highest one first, it's very easy to say, if they're like, oh, I don't know, Donica, that's a little out of my price range. I don't, you know, I got to go collect my coins for this. I don't have it at this time. Then you can say, well, actually, by the way, Donica, you know, what is the budget that you had in mind for this solution that I have for your problem? And then they can give you that number. And if it's close to the next layer of your tier, which is another program, for example, VIP as your highest, membership or a group program, and then something maybe on the lower tier like a lots of your time per se, but having 3 tiers. And if you ladies need help on creating those 3 tiers, I have programs, of course, that can help you. I have the 7K 7-day challenge right now that can truly help you set up those 3 tiers. We will be walking through that together on this week. So the 7K 7-day challenge will be meeting 2 hours a day starting on Sunday. 2 hours of implementation, hands-on coaching, okay? So keep that in mind if you're really lost on exactly your program structures, pricing, the positioning, the keywords, all that. We can help you in that group. At least get a little bit more clarity on that. But when you have those 3 tiers, it allows you to be able to drop down if the price point is low out of their reach. And then when you do that, it shows them that, look, I have something available for you. Basically, you're not going to leave this call today until we figure out a solution for your problem. You don't want your client to walk away and still don't have a solution for their problem. You know that you were the solution. You know that your program was the solution. Be confident in that, queens. Know that God didn't bring that person to you for no apparent reason. He brought them to you so that you can solve their problem. For my relationship coaches, you are helping them get past wounds and hurts and battles and mindset blocks to experience the love of their life, or to experience the love of themselves in their lives. My health coaches, you're helping people get in the driver's seat of their health and wellness. Some people that you're going to get in contact to has been in circles for decades, maybe, and you have something that can truly get them to the other side. How amazing is that for them to drop their list of meds and have the energy out of this world, or be able to spend more time with their kids, family, whatever that may be. You know, whatever transformational experience or solution that you have for their problem is very important to them. And you have to show them how important it is by not allowing them to leave that call without some level of solution. It's not salesy, it's not gimmicky, and it's not sleazy. It's a divine calling that God has put on your life to make sure that they get onto the other side. And you drop the ball when you drop the confidence. Okay, when you don't think you have enough what it takes to keep a person on the call, or you don't think you have a program that's enough to help them get on to the other side, then it's time to check for yourself. That's not the client. So when I hear clients or people out on the online saying nobody's investing in my programming, it's not necessarily them. Okay, it's something with you. Maybe you don't believe in your program enough, or maybe the price point is not really at the best for the market, or maybe you're not positioning it on a higher need than what is need to be. Okay, so always look back at yourself when your programs are not selling, because it's so easy for us to say, oh, well, they just don't want to afford my programs, or they're being too cheap, or they're being this. No, find a way to say, okay, how can I help them see the value of this more? How can I help them see how awesome this is for them? What is another angle that I can say it? Is it more client testimonials? Is it more engagement online? Is it more valuable content? So share it with me if you're still here with me. I don't see a lot of likes and love. Let me know that you're here before I go to number 3. I need to know that you're here with me. Let me know. Likes, love, comments. How are you liking it so far? What questions do you have so far? Let me know in the comments. Show me some love so that I can know that you're here. You know, queens, you know I hate when I don't see a lot of activity. I start getting a little freaked out. I'm like, do you see the whiskers? They're like, because I'm like, where's everybody at? Make sure you're talking to me so I can stay live with you here. But but I need to see some love, some likes, something. But okay, so I do see you now. Yay, you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, definitely, and share if you can. You can share in your public page. You can share wherever. This is on my business page. So if you know another queen that needs sales tips, tactics, whatever it is, share, please. Like, share, love on me here for this, because I want to ensure that no queen is left behind, so that they can get to the other side and get to 10K months with ease and flow, baby. All right. So that was the first 2. Now let's go over to number 3. Number 3 is the follow-up skills. And I saved the best for last. Who is uncomfortable following up? Be honest. Share with me. Tell me in the comment section that you're a little uncomfortable following up. And then tell me, why are you uncomfortable following up? And following up means when someone says they're interested, and then maybe you had them on a discovery call and they said they're going to talk to their spouse, and they were going to talk to somebody, or they need a few days to pray and think about it. You know, they'll be back to you. So what do you do? And why do you not do the following up, right? What is it about the follow-up that maybe for some of you are uncomfortable? So tell me, you know, where you're at with following up, and tell me why is it uncomfortable for you, if you don't mind sharing, because I can help you tonight. And I'm sure another queen feels the same way, that they feel like it's icky. They feel like they're being pushy. You may feel like, oh my God, like you're being too assertive. And except, okay, so Felicia's saying not wanting to feel pushy or create pressure. Yep, that's a very common one. Sarah, you said I keep getting money objections. They're always we just had, or now we need to. Okay, yep. So it's really, and so Sarah, I know you are a Beachbody coach, and the challenge packs are pretty much between what's $175, $400. I think that's kind of the range of a challenge pack. I used to be a Beachbody coach years ago. And so Sarah, you said you feel like you're nagging. And so let's talk about one piece at a time here. The objection with the money. Then we'll go back to the actual follow-up skills and having that follow-up confidence, that tenacious selling queen confidence. But the price points, the objection, it goes back to kind of what I was saying earlier. It's important for you to, as the marketer, to show them the value of it. Sometimes your ideal client just don't see the value of it just yet. They're not understanding a $300 challenge pack. You have to show them what else is with that. It's not just a DVD and some Shakeology. It's also me coaching you, or you being in a tribe, or these results, etc. Like, paint the picture for your people a little bit more, queens. You can't assume that people really understand the exacts of your transformational experience that you're providing to them. In your heart and soul, maybe a lot of you have already experienced it yourself. And sometimes when we experienced it ourselves or walk through that path, we dumb it down so much that we forget that fluidity and we forget the details, because we forgot how it is to be on the other end, because we've been on our side for so long. And so I always have to take a step back, because I can go fast. I learn quickly. I know sales like, boom, boom, boom. I've been a sales expert for years. Even before being an online entrepreneur, I was a sales trainer in the banking industry, like in 2003. Okay, so sales is my jam. Engagement is my jam. Okay, closing deals is my jam. But I've caught myself where I had forgot the process of that. And sometimes I skim over stuff and I'm like, oh, there's more details to this that I forgot to explain. So I'm sharing this with you to tell you that you have to make sure you fully explain to your people exactly what they're going to get as value. You got to sell the value. You got to sell the value. You're not selling a challenge pack. You're selling the transformation. You're selling what they get out of it, Sarah. So find a way to get a grip of how you're conveying that message. And Felicia says, very true. How is it life-changing? And we've got to dig into the desire for the solution. Yes, solution. Results, 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 results. All right, ladies. But let's go back to this follow-up deal, because this is huge, and that's why it's the last one tonight that I'm going to be discussing. And then this will finish off our 3-part sales series, Tenacious Queen 3-part sales series. And the following up, it's something that, as I feel like as women, we struggle with the most, because we feel like it's very masculine. We feel like it's aggressive, assertive. And as a heart center entrepreneur, I had to really get my heart and my mind in alignment with the following up, and like being very assertive about it, and being like knowing how passionate I am about the transformation that I'm providing to my client. But that took some mindset work. So I get it that this one night that I share with you is not going to be the night you're going to be like, oh yes, oh, follow up all day, every day tomorrow. It's a constant evolution for your life. Honestly, it took me about almost a year per se. Like, and I'm talking about years ago when I had to get over it. And then as I started getting more confident, I started realizing, okay, wait a minute, it's a solution. I'm selling a solution. I'm selling a transformation. I'm selling the opportunity to change your lives, to get to another side. So you got to find a way to say, it's not me being pushy. It's a mindset thing, ladies. You got to reaffirm to yourself, I'm not selling money or a product. I'm selling a solution and a transformation. And like I said last night, I think I said this last night on our last one, that what if you had the solution to cure a major disease in our nation right now? Like, if you can think of a disease that's deadly right now in your head right now, what if you had the actual cure to it and you discovered it, right? And you know it can save all these lives, your family members and friends and whoever. Wouldn't you be like, guys, I have the solution. Oh my God, you got to go check this out. Go check it out right now. Please go check it out, because this is going to save her or his life. Okay. You have to look at your programs and services, that transformation that you're providing to them, almost at the same level energetically, mindset wise. Okay? Because if you don't believe your problem, the solution that you have for the problem of your client is not that big, you got to go back to the drawing board. You got to be so amped about what you're doing for your people. You got to be so amped about, I know what I know, that this is going to change their life right now. I know God did not give me this information, this courage, this visibility to just zip my lips and not share it now with another soul about what I have to offer to, in my world, to help a woman catapult her impact, her money, and her freedom. Do you know how important that is to my woman right now? Like the life that she can live differently because she's not worrying about money. She's not robbing Peter to pay Paul. She's not borrowing anymore. She's the lender. She's giving. She's doing all type of philanthropy opportunities. She's serving out of her own brilliance. She's being unapologetic about her words and her message. Like how important that is for her to be doing these things so that she can keep being of service to other people. It's this beautiful ripple effect that I know I provide, that I am a facilitator of. And if I shut up today and if I stop talking today, I stop that flow. So you have to believe so bad that your message is that big, ladies. And it's a mindset thing. It's not a step-by-step, this is how you do a follow-up. It's about telling yourself, I'm following up because I know I have a solution for her or him, right? So you tell me what you're thinking about that, ladies, and I'll read over a few of your messages. Courtney, you said, I keep getting people who want individual sessions but not want to pay a higher price for one-on-one. I'm not comfortable saying that the higher price because so far no one has been willing to pay higher. Okay, I will get to that here in a moment. I hear what you're saying. Just want to make sure I covered everything else here. One qualified buyer, multiple options, follow-up. Yep, those are the three elements. Thank you, Donica, for sharing with the group. Those are the three elements on how to close a sale effectively with ease and flow. But Courtney, let's go back to you. So Courtney, yes, I hear what you're saying, is that it's like it takes away your own confidence about what you can offer now that you keep getting the no's. But you got to keep pressing through the no's, Courtney. You know, I even shared today with the tribe about how I'm finally being a paid speaker now and being paid to actually travel. And I wasn't last year. And I would look out on the horizon. I would send out all these pitches and these proposal emails and all these things to organizers telling them that I have a message. Let me in. Let me speak at your place pro bono in some cases at that point. I was like, look, just let me in the door so I can build a speaking reel. And I got so many denials, so many people ignoring it. And I had to keep pressing. And it's been a year now, honestly. I'm not saying it's going to take you a year to get a one-on-one client, but I am saying that it does take tenacity and it takes consistency to build your confidence. So now when I put a proposal out there and when I send my pitch out there, I know some people have already paid me now. So now my shoulders are a little more cocked back because I'm like, well, I already got paid before. So, hey, they're lost. But it's not that way until you get somebody to do it, right? When you get that first paying client, that first one-on-one, right, you're going to be over the moon. You're going to be like, oh, my God. Oh, my God. You're going to be praising Jesus. You're going to be like feeling real good, right, ladies? Who has ever had a client yet, a one-on-one? Share down there how you felt. What was the one word that you felt when you got that one-on-one client? If anybody has already experienced a one-on-one client before and how revolutionary that is. But the aspects of this, Courtney, is what you can do is offer, you know, if they want the one-to-one sessions or like the onesie sessions, it sounds like one session at a time, then what you can do is tell them that this is only going to get you but so far, right? You have to kind of you got to educate. We are educators, ladies. We have to educate our buyers. We have to educate our followers and letting them know that, okay, one session is cool, but you told me that you want to get this, this, and this. One session is not going to create that transformation that you're looking. Yes, that one session will give you nuggets. Yes, that one session will give you some clarity. Yes, that one session will give you a couple of pieces that you may need along the journey. But it's not going to be that like overhaul piece that it will be if we work one-on-one together for a certain duration of time, that we can allocate that time together and strategize with one another about the accountability and about the progress that you are making along the way. That is so different versus the sessions, the hit and miss sessions. The person won't get the highest value. You have to educate her on that, Courtney. You have to let her know that she's missing out. And that's on her, and you have to keep it moving. You're going to get a lot of discovery calls because people are like, oh my God, they're raving and buzzing about your new rated R group. They're buzzing about your new focus. They're buzzing about, they're kind of like riding on your coattail right now. So you're going to have a lot of people that's going to book with you, but you got to make sure that they're ready to be booked. And you got to really convey with them when they get on the phone that this is not just a free call just to like sort your life out. You're not there to just fix their life in 1 hour. You know what I mean? You're not Inanna, right? You are here to give some tips and tricks, little nuggets, and then get them and then showing them the next level for to keep the momentum in their journey. And what I do for my discovery calls, Queens, I actually split it. I do the first 30 minutes, hearing them out, listening to them, giving them some nuggets, because I'm all about sharing and caring. We're not here to just get people on a call for a whole hour and sell to them. No, not at all. Some of you I've had calls with, and I did not do you like that, okay? I have, and you all are my witness. All of you I've had a call with, Courtney and Sarah and Felicia and anyone else, I don't know, and Tiffany, yes. So you all know I'm not pushy like that. I am assertive about following up. And we'll get back to that in a moment. Well, we already kind of talked about it. That's because I know I have a solution for you. But Courtney, I need you to kind of dig in and figure out a way to convey to them during that call that I'm here to point out the solutions to you. But then I am also going to allow you to get an understanding of my services that I can offer that can take you to that next level. Okay, so just making sure you're conveying that information appropriately right at the beginning of the call so no one's confused about the next steps. Thank you. Say hi to my hubby. He just walked in. But so just think about it in terms of that as far as what that is. So any other questions, Queens? Do you have any other thoughts or questions? Courtney, you said, Donica, one-on-ones are $247. Yeah, and that's not too much. I agree. I agree that's not too much. It's just the mindset of your buyers. If your buyers, like we talked about the other night, if they never invested in a program, if they never invested in the what are you doing?
Walking by.
Did you see like robot and pads like ding, 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 ding. But anyways, you made me lose my train of thought. Thank you. What was I saying? Oh, you have to prepare your people for the price point. So you, as we said on the other day, is that if you know that your people has never invested in this type of services before, then it's going to be a huge mindset shift for them to get them to see even $247, even if it was $24, $27, Courtney. It's the mindset of them. It takes the same amount of energy to sell something $0 to $5,000. It all takes energy. It all takes that pushing and helping people understand what it is. So just know that your price points, it's not really the number per se. It's more so the mindset of your people that's on the other receiving end. And we as the marketers have to educate them as much as we can. Now, we can't control their mind. We can't make them see the value of it. All we can do is educate, and then we got to move on, right? Think about yourself like a teacher. Teachers can't force stuff. All they can do is keep showing up. And if the people are not absorbing or learning, then you got to keep it moving, all right? And so, Donica, okay, you said you had a light bulb. You said I have the solution to help someone get to the other side. Thank you, light bulb moment. Yes, yes. And Felicia said hi, Josh. But he's waving. As you can see, he's laying in the bed. We're in a hotel right now, so everything's like here, like here. It's gonna be like our tiny home. Next year around the same time, we're gonna be in a tiny house, and it's gonna be like probably even smaller than this. And so you'll all be seeing that too. Whoever is still following me or on the same level, with me through the progress, but I'm reading the messages here. Sarah, you said, Donica, my challenge packs are $160, but a year of streaming workouts is only $99. It's really not much money. It's not, ladies. And I need you to see the fact that it's not the money, it's the value. It's not the money, it's the value. Honestly. Like my 7-day, 7K challenge right now, or 7K, 7-day challenge, you know, it's $97, but I still had to push this challenge just as much as I have pushed my larger group programs at $3,000, right? It took the same energy, honestly. The posting every day, being visible every day, showing up, answering questions every day. My inbox, my email was filled with questions and all these things and concerns. It took the same amount of energy, queens. So it's not about the money. It's about, you just got to know you got to constantly educate your people, because there's a huge difference between $97 and $3,000 in our world, because we're thinking about its numbers. But in the client's world, they need to see results, value, or at least the potentiality of the results, and they need to see the value. All right, so hopefully that answered your question. Felicia, you said, I'm excited to see it. You know I love that stuff. Tiny house, yes, yeah. That free, yeah, you're free as a feather living. That's going to be ours for sure. We're going to be building that. Yeah, we started already, like the blueprints and everything, and the full build maybe towards the end of the year, and then the reveal. Yeah, we're really excited about it. The tiny home living, and we'll get to travel wherever we want, and we won't have to be in hotels anymore, right? We're doing a lot of hotel living. This is more of a larger space here. It has a full kitchen, dishwasher, you know, service. They do dinners. So it's kind of cool, but I want my own tiny house where I can just go demographically anywhere I want, anytime, without booking a hotel. But anyways, that's off the subject here, but I wanted to entertain that for a moment because it is exciting for me. But anyways, Sarah, you said, I think I get it, because it is a solution. It is totally worth it. I need to figure out how to explain it better. Yes, ma'am. And you will get a little bit more clarity in that in the 7K 7-day challenge that's starting on Sunday, Sarah, because, you know, those 2-hour coaching calls that we're going to have starting on Sunday, we're going to be going through a lot of that, getting more clarity about keywords to use, and to making sure that you use it in a way to position yourself, get the people primed and ready and such. And so we're going to walk through that process in 7 days. And it may sound small, but you're going to learn so much. And everyone that's already part of the challenge, they got in a 10-page detailed guide that's step-by-step. So just know that it'll allow you to help you get that exposure that you need. Like you're saying, Donica, how you want to get a larger audience. That step-by-step guide that I gave you is for sure going to give you, that is the template, honestly, to get a larger audience. That is the template to get more clients. That is the template to get more confidence in your selling. So definitely follow through with us, because Donica, you're already in the challenge. Felicia, you're already in the challenge. A lot of you are already in the challenge, so that's really good. So, Courtney, I don't think you're in the challenge yet, but you should be joining with us too. Because the thing is that we're going to still be walking through these things, 2 hours of coaching every day. And this price will not be the same next time around, because I'm already seeing that it's a lot of energy. I'm already putting energy in the group right now, giving them bonuses, giving them goodies, and showing up already. And so that means this is a 2-week program. And it's only $97. So this program is easily going to be $397 or more next time around. I'll probably offer it the summer or fall, but it can't be at $97 anymore. So whoever is even slightly interested in this program, tomorrow's your day. Tomorrow's the cutoff, 5 p.m. I got to shut down the cart. We got to move it right along, because I really want to give that undivided attention to the queens that signed up. I've been giving them a lot of attention already, but now it's going to be time for us to really dive in to the curriculum, to the application, implementation. And for those that may be listening in now or coming in live later, this 7K 7-day challenge is not information. Like today, this is information dumping, kind of, you know, giving you some information tips. But if you really enjoyed tonight, you're really going to enjoy the 7K in 7 days challenge, because it is going to go way more at a deeper level. I promise you it will. It's not going to be just fluffy stuff and giving you a little bit of stuff so then you still need me afterwards. It's more so giving you what you need, a blueprint, and then you can go on with your way. Or if you decide to want to work with me one-on-one or do group programs or whatever, you have the option to do that as well in the packages. So let me know if there's any other questions that you may have for me, queens, below. I'm just making sure. Yes, Sarah, you said awesome. I've cleared my calendar for you. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. But any other questions, queens, before I go? I'll take one or two more to make sure I give you some clarity around the 3 elements that's needed to close sales. And number 1 was to make sure your buyer's qualified with pre-discovery call questions, making sure you're posting in a strategic manner that positions them well, knowing that this is a partial strategy, discovery, and sales call. Number 2 is giving them multiple options so that you are not stuck when you offer them the highest price point first, as always, the highest price point first. Then when you have to, if you need to, because of maybe their own affordability at that time, then you can say, hey, I have something else to offer. And then lastly, follow-up skills, making sure that you are uber confident about following up and not feeling like you're being sleazy, gimmicky, or pushy, but realizing that your following up is your divine assignment to make sure that your person gets to that transformation. All right. So sometimes some people may be having to be asked 3 times or 5 times or 2 times or 1 time to lock in their spot or to move forward or to give you the answer of what they decide to do. People are in a very busy society, so you can't expect someone to just make a quick decision sometimes all on the phone. So just know that people need that extra time, and you give them the time, but you follow up. And then you ask them, can you follow up? And if they're like, no, I'm good, I don't need to follow up, don't follow up. And you will get that vibe if you feel like, okay, you're at the 2nd or 3rd time asking them, did they make a decision or how are they doing? And then, you can feel it right there and like, okay, don't follow up no more because they're not giving you any interest. But if they're still giving you excuses or telling you something that maybe requires a follow-up, follow up. And follow up with confidence. Follow up with the surety of knowing that you have this solution to their problem. All right? So hopefully you enjoyed tonight. I cannot wait to speak to all of you tonight. And we'll be talking very soon. All right? Bye.